Now we'll be back with the lineups and the kickoff after these messages on Juice.
Okay, he's wanting to go to commercial.
I own an electric company.
I own a power plant.
I own an internet provider.
Because I'm the owner, real people answer my calls.
Since I'm the owner, I can walk right in and talk to people face to face.
As an owner, a technician comes to my house to make sure my internet problem is fixed right.
At Juice, we treat you like you own the place because you do. Juice, true local ownership.
As well as number 8, DeKebrian Williams. The safety will be number 6, Devin Stroud, who will be excited to get back after last week, as well as number 1, Bravion Colbert. And at the star position, the Lions will have number 7, Cameron Clayton.
I'll tell you what, the Lions are about ready to come on the field as both teams are lining up for their run-throughs. But you know, you mentioned several names there that I also mentioned. But what we have to remember is with this roster the size that Greenville has, 25 players roughly, there will be several key players going both ways. And it's going to be a pretty warm night tonight. It looks like we get a pretty good breeze. There is a cloud cover. Temperature at game time is probably going to be what, 87?
87, feels like 91. So, of course, you know it's hotter down there on the field. So look for some of the second string guys to get in this evening and hopefully spell some of those guys and give them a breather.
Yeah, when you have a turf field, this is a beautiful stadium with just a gorgeous turf field. Panthers on one end, that's for Midlothian High School. Jaguars painted in the other end zone for the Heritage Jaguars. So this is a facility that's utilized by 2 different high schools.
And they did a good job building it. I mean, it is a beautiful stadium and 4 entrance gates, all lettered A, B, C, and D. So they definitely spent their time building this facility.
Well, the Greenville crowd is still filing in, and I'll tell you what, the field is pretty much now exclusively in the shade. So I think it's going to be a little bit cooler as the Lions run onto the field. Captains tonight will be Davenport, Brand, Jamorian Hamilton, who will not be playing, and Chris Whitus. Captains for Midlothian Heritage.
Number 6, Cohen Goralski. Number 1, Braden Abila. Number 76, Ryan Kerr, as well as number 14, Dax Monalongo. the quarterback for Heritage.
Sounds like a train just went by, but actually that was a run through the booster club as the Heritage Jaguars came through their lineup of cheerleaders and pep squad, and both teams lined up in the south end zone praying before the start of the game. Looks like we're pretty close. Maybe we've got an a cappella group down there on the field about ready to do the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, it's homecoming here, so they're paying some extra attention to the whole school here. As it looks like it will probably be the a cappella choir for Heritage here singing tonight.
Lions will be wearing white jerseys, white helmets, and red pants. The Jaguars are completely in red with white helmets.
And white numerals.
And white numerals. Yeah, it's going to be pretty easy to call those numbers. They're very visible for us.
They are.
As are the Lions.
Yeah.
Red numerals on those white jerseys across the field. And now we're going to pause or let you listen to our national anthem.
I own an electric company.
I own a power plant.
I own an internet provider.
Because I'm the owner, real people answer my calls.
Since I'm the owner, I can walk right in and talk to people face to face.
As an owner, a technician comes to my house to make sure my internet problem is fixed right.
At Juice, we treat you like you own the place because you do. Juice, true local ownership.
Serving the people of Greenville is what we do. At Juice, community involvement, volunteering, giving back through sponsorships, and providing hometown service with world-class reliability are just a few of our priorities. Being a locally owned public power utility means we are your family, friends, and neighbors. Community involvement and giving is easy when you are serving your hometown. Nationally recognized reliability and service, owned by those we serve for over 130 years.
Public power is more than just a service in Greenville, Texas. It's a commitment to.
I own an electric company.
I own a power plant.
Really big choir, and they sounded fantastic. Always makes you feel good when you hear national anthem sung that well.
And every one of the kids had their hand on their heart.
Exactly.
Which was really good to see. So again, a beautiful night for football. We see Highway 287 off to our right. Lots of activity there. Had an interesting time trying to find the stadium tonight. We won't talk any more about that. Well, I made it, and Bentley and Archer have been taking good care of me. And here come the Lions onto the field. It looks like we're going to receive to start this one.
Yeah, I didn't see how the coin toss went, but I have a feeling Heritage probably won and elected to defer to the second half. That's
Okay.
We just got confirmation. Heritage did defer to the second half.
Let's see who's going to be doing the kicking for Heritage. Looking at their roster, they show Jackson Godfrey, number 36, possibly to be the kicker. Deep for the Lions, standing at the 20-yard line. And maybe they'll be backing up. I'm not sure what size leg Godfrey has. I'm sure they've scouted him. Looks like maybe it's not Godfrey. Might be 46, Brent Douglas.
We'll wait and see. They're both lined up for the kick.
That's right, they are. And Douglas takes it. It's a short pop-over kick. Fair catch called for at the 31-yard line by Aiden Ray.
We're going to go to Archer down on the field, I guess. Yeah, that's fine.
Going to go down and talk with Archer O'Neill on the field.
My name's Archer O'Neill, and I'm on the sidelines tonight as the Greenville Lions are taking on the Midlothian Heritage Jaguars in their District 5A Division II matchup. It's a great day for football as the weather's in the 80s with clear skies tonight. With the game already started, we'll send it back to Bob and Bentley in the booth to get the game going.
We're back. we're back.
Okay, we're back up here in the booth. Bentley and Bob on the radio, on the TV. There goes Chris White is in motion. Rodriguez standing at his own 25. Fakes a snap, fakes a handoff. It's quickly out to Whitus. Little bubble screen. Nets Whitus about 6 yards.
Yeah, pickup of about 6 there as he was tackled by number 13, Garrett Patterson.
Ethan Brand out there trying to provide little protection or little interference. Now we got 2 receivers either side of this formation. Rodriguez tucks his shirt tail in, takes a snap, hands off, and not much going on that time for Armstrong Teeters. Called a gain of about a half a yard.
The tackle was made by number 88, Jonathan Finn.
Third, we'll call it 4 yards for a first down for the Lions.
My mom just
Colbert
texted me and said we really
out to
quiet.
the left, trips to the right. Rodriguez takes a snap, looks quickly. It's a bubble screen to Whitus, and Whitus is loose. He's at midfield, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of Heritage.
Yeah, so a good pickup there of about 20 yards or so.
Yeah, Brand and Damian Bankston did a good job clearing the way for Whitus on that one.
Yes, they did.
All right, first down Lions. Ball at the 44-yard line of Midlothian. Once again, trips right. Rodriguez talks to his receivers. Looks left. Throws. He has Colbert. Colbert is forcing his way down to the 35-yard line. Nice pickup of about 9 yards.
So to bring up 2nd and 1 here for the Lions after that great pickup there by Colbert.
I talked about hopes for Phoenix Rodriguez, and Coach Collins said it's more like expectations. So he expects big things from this sophomore. 2nd and 1. Rodriguez looks right. He has Bankston. Bankston breaks a tackle. He's still going. He's down inside the 30. He's loose at the 10. He steps out of bounds. I'm sorry. It's about the 13-yard line. Good job by Damian Bankston.
Yeah, great play, breaking a few tackles. Got some good blocks there by Brand and some other guys, and picked up a lot of yardage there. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Lions from the 13.
Well, we've seen one running play so far on the series. What, 5 or 6 passes maybe already?
Yeah.
Rodriguez looks good. Yet to throw an incompletion, so that's pretty darn good. All right, first down Lions, the 13-yard line. 2 receivers right, tight formation to the left. Handoff is to Teeters, and he's going nowhere.
Yeah, it looks like they might actually bring him back a yard or so. Is that a hole, if there was one, quickly closed up there on him? They're going to bring him back a yard, bring up 2nd and 11 for the Lions here.
Well, I doubt we'll see any more runs for a while. That's 2 runs that we've netted, what, -2 yards?
Yeah, right around there.
Not Teeters' fault by any stretch of the imagination. 2nd and call at 11. Fakes to Teeters. Looks right. Has a man in the end zone. He overshoots Colbert.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a risky throw there. Had 2 guys in the area, but luckily it was just overthrown instead of intercepted. So bring up 3rd and 11 here as Lions try to get something going.
I wonder if he just threw that away.
I kind of think he probably did. It closed. His window closed real quick, and I think that was a good decision to throw that ball away rather than try to force it in there.
Yeah. 3rd and 11 for the Lions. Some movement on the defense. No contact, however. Thought maybe we might have drawn them offside, Bentley.
It's close.
Play clock down to 8. ZAT moving left to right. He's looking for Teeters. Armstrong Teeters has it. He's down inside the 10, but not enough for a first down.
Yeah, it looked like he went down right about the 9 there, so that's a pickup of about 4 yards. Bring up, I believe, 4th and 7 here. And it looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit on.
Yeah, Ethan Brand is a holder, and the kicker is probably Aguilar, is it?
And it looks like Figueroa.
Figueroa is going to try the field goal. Brand is going to spot the ball at the 16-yard line, which will make it a 26-yard attempt. It's a low snap, and it's recovered by Midlothian. So a very effective drive comes to a conclusion end to an end with no points on the board.
Yeah, so they'll bring up 1st and 10 for Heritage here from the 11-yard line.
They ran off quite a bit of clock, despite the fact that they were using the passing game because of all the completions.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see here how the defense fares at our first look at them.
Well, this will be our first look at Dax Montalongo. He is a senior quarterback, does play a little bit of linebacker as well, according to the roster. 1st and 10, Midlothian at their own 16-yard line. Fakes a hand. Oh, it's a little flea flicker. Got a man wide open down here at the 40-yard line. He's brought down by Widas after a big gain up to the 44-yard line of Heritage.
That was a real good play there by Heritage, and it was interesting that was an interesting flea flicker there, and worked to perfection for him.
They faked the handoff to Davis. Davis just flipped it right back to him, and he found number 23, Charles Lee, a sophomore, wide open. 1st and 10, Heritage, 44-yard line. Dax flips out to the left. He's got Davis. Davis takes a hit, but he doesn't get wrapped up. He's forced out of bounds in Greenville territory.
Yeah, it went out right at about the 50. They're going to call it the 49, as it was a pickup of 7.
Well, Montalongo is not a very easy name to pronounce. We might just call him Dax tonight.
Might have to.
I have 4 receivers to the right, 3 of them lined up in a pistol formation. Montalongo looks to his left. Now he's scrambling to his left. He's loose. He's past the first down sticks, and he's going to be inside the 35-yard line of Greenville.
Yeah, so he picked up a first down and more there as they're going to place the ball right at the 35-yard line. Tackles on that play were made by number 11, Zayden Armstrong Teeters, as well as number 70, LeGarren Savage.
It's a nice breeze blowing there. I'm sure the guys down on the field appreciate that.
Oh, for sure.
All right, 1st down, Heritage. Ball right at the 35-yard line of Greenville. Hands off to Davis. Davis around the left side. Dodges a man and gets a first down before he's pushed out of bounds near the 20.
And that was number 12, Ethan Brand there, forced him out of bounds.
Well, you know, this is a pretty strong football team, and they've chosen to go mostly with the pass thus far, although we know Davis is a quality running back.
Yes, we do.
They use a series of signboards to push the plays in or send the plays in. One of the backup quarterbacks is on duty sending in the plays. 2 receivers either way. Montalongo takes it. Now he's going to do the quarterback draw, and he breaks a tackle, and a swarm of Lions finally corralling.
He looked like he got all the way down to about the 15 there. Bring up 2nd and 4 here.
And now in the backfield for Heritage is number 5, DeMar Robinson.
As well as number 8, Zako Davis.
Both running backs. We'll see if one will go in motion. We got 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. 2nd and 5. Handoff is to Robinson, and he is buried for a loss.
Now, Lions picked up on that play immediately. His tackle was made by number 72, Sergio Coronado, and he got a little help there from number 33, Makai McEwen.
Yeah, McEwen was right on that one, so this will bring up a 3rd and long for Heritage. See if that Greenville defensive secondary can come up with something here and get a stop. 5:52 remaining clock running here in the first quarter of a 0-0 game. First series for Heritage. Montalongo rolling to his right, looking downfield, throws, has his man. Man is loose down to 5, breaks a tackle, and number 3, Camden Parker, is into the end zone for a Heritage touchdown. That's a well-conceived play, Bentley.
Yes, it was.
Montalongo did a great job delivering the ball, and once Parker had it, he knew what to do with it. The kick is up and good.
Brings us to a score of Heritage Jaguars 7, Greenville Lions 0, with 5.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter here.
Yeah, that was Godfrey with the kick, and the holder is Luke McCain. And there goes one of the ROTC cadets.
Yeah,
Dressed in, what do you call that?
I guess they're overalls of some sort.
Yeah.
Running the length of the field with the flag.
Didn't need a T-shirt, so just put his overalls on and carried the big red, white, and blue flag with an H on it. All right, so now we're down 7 with 5:33 remaining here in the first quarter. The Lions' initial drive was very effective, almost entirely through the air. Just stalled out inside the red zone. Let's see if they can generate the same kind of efficiency.
Be awesome if they could march down the field and take up pretty much the rest of this clock here and punch one in.
Okay, we got both Godfrey and Douglas, both kickers line up together. And it's Douglas once again. It's a short kick. Again, it's a fair catch called for by Aiden Ray, this time at about the 28-yard line.
So Phoenix Rodriguez and his offense will get started here with, like I said, just a tick over 5.5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, we're doing a better job of catching the kickoffs tonight.
Yeah, we are, and that's good to see.
Yeah, we've had a couple of rough weeks with, just receiving the pop-over kicks, and Aiden Ray's done a nice job with the first 2 tonight. Once again, James Hamilton at right tackle, Nick Martin at right guard, and Levi Davenport, Guyton, and Sixtos round out that offensive front. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Rodriguez looks right, has Bankston. Bankston steps out of bounds at about the 30-yard line for a short gain.
Yeah, it looks like a pickup of about 1 there, but Rodriguez did a good job of getting rid of the ball, as I believe it was number 9 that came off the edge there hot, Maddox Aldapi here.
It was a good job by Sixtos that time clearing the way, but the linebackers filled that hole quickly. Third down for the Lions, we'll call it 6 yards. 5:05 and the clock running here in the first quarter of a 7-0 Midlothian Heritage lead. Once again, Rodriguez looks right. There's a penalty. So there might have been some pre-snap movement. I didn't see anything.
I didn't either, but we'll see what the official call is here.
Well, pre-snap set penalties, they're just, they're almost unacceptable. I'm sure Coach Collins, maybe it wasn't. Maybe the guy just
lined up in the neutral zone, they said.
He might have been lined up and he might have backed up before the snap, but they still called him offsides, maybe. I don't know.
Well, he threw the flag right there, as I believe it was Dunn that went in motion. Threw the flag right as he went in motion, so bring up 3rd and 11 now for the Lions.
Well, the wide receiver's got to know where the line of scrimmage is, Bentley, and that's a silly mistake that's might hurt the Lions, as now we've got a 3rd and 11 situation for Rodriguez. 2 guys in the slot, Dunn in motion. Play clock down to 2. Just gets it off. There's a blitz. He gets it. Oh, man. Well, you can hear the crowd. Rodriguez had to dump it off quickly. It was a little screen pass. About the time Teeters got the ball, he got hammered.
Yeah, defense got through the line there real quick, and Rodriguez just had to get rid of it, and unfortunately, the ball and the defender got to Teeters at about the same time, and no chance for him to hold on to that one.
That was a blitz by number 9, Maddox Adape. And boy, he got right in Rodriguez's fence quick. Cooper Roberts amongst the protection setup. High snap, brought down by Rodriguez. It's a high kick, and it bounced back toward Greenville's goal line. And it looks like Heritage might start in Greenville territory.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to start right at the 49-yard line. So Heritage will have some great field position here for them.
Yeah, you hate to give a team like Heritage a short field, but The penalty hurt us, and then, great coverage on that screen pass by the defensive secondary of Heritage. 4:34 remaining, Bentley.
Get our second look here at this defense is we haven't seen the recently returned Devin Stroud in on too many plays yet. I mean, he's been out there, but nothing really thrown his direction. So we'll see if we see that this drive.
Yeah, you got Savage, Garcia, and a three-man defensive front. Up the middle, McEwen gets the running back. Unfortunately, the running back doesn't have the ball. Pitched out to number 15, Danny Brown. And he's possibly going to move the chains and get very close.
Yeah, great fake there by Heritage. That'll bring up 2nd and 2 here for the Jaguars.
And Montelongo has a really good handle on taking care of the football and deceptively confusing the defense.
Yeah.
Second, we'll call it 2 yards. Ball spotted at the Greenville 41-yard line. 3 receivers to the left and a man in the slot. Davis goes in motion. Keeps the ball as a quarterback Montelongo and got lots of room to run.
He did. Found the open part of the field right up the middle and took advantage of it as it was Stroud in on the tackle right at about the 23-yard line.
You know, when you got a running back as talented as Davis is, when the fake goes to him, a lot of the defense goes with him, and boy, that was wide open for the quarterback. There he goes again. Number 14 just bouncing off tacklers. Like he may have been able to move the chains. It's very close.
Close. They're going to call it pickup of 9, bring up 2nd and 1 for Heritage.
We didn't get any statistics on the Heritage season thus far as to whether or not Montelongo is as good a runner as he is a passer, but so far it looks pretty good to me.
I agree.
He's in shotgun formation, man in motion, crosses in front of him. He takes a snap, looks to the left, now rolling right, sees a man, and it's defended very well by Stroud. And now they're calling a penalty on him. I think they might be calling defensive pass interference on Stroud. I thought it was a good play.
Yeah, I thought it was too. I mean, he got there, broke it up. I personally didn't see anything wrong with that play, but the referee saw it differently.
Well, he arrived at the same time the ball did, and the back judges who called the penalty, and all he could see was Stroud's back. He couldn't tell, in my opinion, that Stroud got there early, but it results in a first down.
Well, it's same kind of idea as the defender got there same exact time as when Teeters caught that ball and broke it up. So I personally didn't see anything wrong with that play, but they saw it differently as it brings up 1st and goal here from the 10.
Yeah, they could have called a personal foul on that hit on Teeters. That was a defenseless receiver, and he just got thumped.
I agree.
First down, looking into the end zone and finding his man.
It's number 6, Cohen Goralski on the catch there for Heritage.
Yeah, this offense, they're throwing so many guys out into the defensive secondary. Our guys just can't cover them all.
Jackson Godfrey on for the extra point for Heritage.
Number 16 is the holder this time. He does a good job. Almost blocked by Whitus, but it's up and good.
Now, Whitus did an excellent job getting back there. Was just a hair too late, but we've been seeing him get closer and closer, it seems like, every play, every week, and so it'll be interesting to see if he gets in there at some point this game.
Tiffany, let's take a 30-second break. Get this message from Juice.
Serving the people of Greenville is what we do. At Juice, community involvement, volunteering, giving back through sponsorships, and providing hometown service with world-class reliability are just a few of our priorities. Being a locally owned public power utility means we are your family, friends, and neighbors. Community involvement and giving is easy when you are serving your hometown. Nationally recognized reliability and service. Owned by those we serve for over 130 years.
Hi, Bob Muty and Bentley Love, Archer O'Neill back here at Don Floyd Field on a beautiful night for football. Unfortunately, the score is not the way we'd like to see it. Heritage leads the Lions. Ford is forced out of bounds at a contest. We got Poteet next week in Mesquite. Don't know which stadium we're going to be
It's
at.
at home. We play them at home next
We're
week.
playing at home. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lions first down at the 24-yard line. At the 24-yard line, Rodriguez takes a snap, hands to McEwen. McEwen showed us something last week. Let's see if he can get it going again. McEwen showed us something last week. Let's see if he can get it going again. 2nd and 9. Rodriguez finds his man off to the right. That's at Bankston, and he's forced out of bounds at the 30.
Yes, they'll bring up 3rd and 4 here for the Lions.
Those quick passes are probably a pretty good idea, Bentley.
I agree. Don't give the defense too much time to drop back into coverage, and don't have your offense have to hold the line too long.
Yeah. We can't be going with the down, going for the downs tonight, because I'm not sure that the protection can hold up against this defensive line. 3rd and 4. Rodriguez back. Has his man widest, complete for a first down.
It looks like he was thrown out of bounds right there about the 39-yard line. So decent pickup there as it'll move the 38-yard line.
That right there is a perfect example of the skill level of Phoenix Rodriguez. That ball was delivered perfectly.
Yeah, it was a perfect pass, and he took it and made something happen with it.
Well, Wyas can do that, and so can Bankston. Both of those guys are quality receivers.
This team is at their best when those guys are getting the ball in their hands.
1st and 10, Lions, fakes a handoff, drops back, looking downfield, can't find anybody, and just going to throw it away.
And, the coverage was pretty good there. The pass protection was pretty good there. Phoenix had a lot of time to look, but on the negative side of that, the defensive coverage was just as good in the secondary.
Excellent coverage by the defensive secondary there. We'd like to see one of those guys kind of curl back. It's one of the things for young receivers. When their quarterback's in a little bit of trouble, they need to double back. Actually, we'll stay right here with you. 1:29 remaining here in the first quarter. Tiffany's busy. She's getting instructions from the facility in Midlothian as well.
They might.
He turns upfield. Rodriguez looking. He turns upfield. Rodriguez looking for him. And he's going to be sacked. He got sandwiched that time.
Yeah, he did. That was a big loss there on 3rd down. He just got crunched.
Now, and they've gone to a 4-man.
There by number 7, Cameron Clayton on the tackle.
Yeah, Devin Stroud looked like he was in the area too.
Yeah. So it looks like they're going to give him the first down. So bring up 1st and 10 here.
I thought they had him stopped before the line of scrimmage again, but he apparently made it.
Yeah.
That'll be a first down. There'll be a timeout on the field. We'll take 30 seconds, Tiffany, for these messages from Juice.
Public power is more than just a service in Greenville, Texas. It's a commitment to our community. Juice is the first municipally owned public power utility in Texas, serving Greenville for over 130 years and nationally recognized for providing reliable public power to the citizens of Greenville. Public power means that your utility is community-owned and not for-profit. We pride ourselves in local leadership and accountability. Members of the Juice Board of Trustees are local citizens just like you. At Juice, our mission goes beyond delivering electricity.
Return to the field.
No, they didn't.
Lion defense being tested, and like we said, they've gone to a 4-man front. Let's see if they get more pressure on Montalongo. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes a handoff, looks downfield. Now he's going to scramble to his left, throws and has his man. Very nice throw that time to Danny Brown. Caught him right at the sideline.
And there's a penalty flag right on the 50 here.
Let's see if that's going to go against Greenville or against Midlothian. Midlothian's coming back to the Looks like it might have been against them. Let's wait and see.
We have a dead ball call. Now we will go with unspoken light. 78 Brady, unspoken light. 70 White.
So it sounds like unsportsmanlike penalties on both sides of the ball, and they cancel out. It sounds like so.
Yeah, so they're letting the play go. So it was a pre. Did it say it was after the snap or pre-snap?
After the snap.
After the snap. Okay. Well, so the play stands. Nice delivery by Montalando. He really can throw the ball well. So Heritage has this ball spotted now at the Greenville 36-yard line. Just into the second quarter here. Heritage leads 14-0. Hand off to Davis. Davis is trying to find a hole and breaks down for maybe 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, so it looks like a pickup of 5 there, so we'll call it 2nd and 5 here. It looks like 2nd and a long 5.
Davis doesn't look like a real big guy. He's probably shifty, and he probably has good speed, if I had to guess.
Yeah, for sure.
He's going to be flanked out to the right here. So he's in the slot. There are 3 receivers outside him and another H-back that way. Now the H-back goes in motion. 2nd and 5. Longo quickly finds Davis, and a good hit, but not wrapped up.
Yeah, it was number 8, DeKebrian Williams in on the initial bump there, but it was number 6, Devin Stroud, who forced him out of bounds.
Yeah, Williams did a good job breaking on the receiver, but he never got his arms out to tackle him. Just hard to knock him down with the force of the blow, but Davis withstood it and got up to within 2 yards of moving the sticks. So 3rd and 2. Davis in the backfield now with Montalongo. He checks the sideline for another play. He's trying to move Davis around. Takes a snap, hands to Davis, and Davis is amongst the white-shirted Lions, but I think he got to the line to gain.
Yeah, it looks like he did. It was really close.
Let's see where they spot this one. It is a first down. Coach Collins pretty vocal on the far sideline. He thought maybe it was going to be a 4th down situation.
Yeah, he did. Bring up 1st and 10 here from the Greenville 28-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Collins pointing down at the sideline said, hey, this is where it should have been. And referees called it a first down anyway.
Yeah.
Montalongo in the shotgun, hands to Davis. Davis has some room up through the middle before he's brought down. Nice tackle that time by Trayton Clayton.
Yeah, it looked like a pickup of about 3 there. So bring up 2nd and 7 here for the Heritage Jaguars.
The Lion defense features the Clayton brothers. Trenton Clayton plays one of the linebacker spots, and Cameron Clayton, his younger brother, plays the star position. And he's up close to the line of scrimmage now, so he's trying to get involved in the action. 2nd and 7. Montalongo on the draw play, and LeGarren Savage has that one sniffed out.
Savage was ready for it, and he tackled Davis there for a huge loss. That'll bring up 3rd and 13, it looks like.
Well, that's the first time there was a negative play on behalf of the Greenville defense, so good for them.
Yeah, for sure.
It is, as you said, 3rd and 13. See if we can get some pressure on the quarterback here. Maybe a little blitz situation.
That'd be great.
We're back to a 3-man front. Clayton and Cooper Roberts are in a blitzing look. Let's see if they bring him. Man in motion goes across in front of Alongo. He has great protection, looking upfield. A wide open receiver. That's just a blown coverage there. I don't know who was supposed to.
Well, it looked to me like Montalongo just stepped up enough that it looked like he was going to break and run for it because he had a little bit of open space in the middle, and so everybody started crashing down and left the receiver wide open on the visitor sideline.
I wonder, was Clayton being up close to the line of scrimmage possibly that hurt the defensive second? He might have been a little bit thin.
Yeah, could have.
Once again, I want to tell you, folks, that horn is loud.
Yeah, it is.
Anytime you hear it, you know that that Heritage just put some points on the board. So at 21-0, 8:34 remaining, we'll take 30 seconds for these messages. Cody?
When Juice first brought high-speed internet to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 20 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Fast speed, reliability, and hometown customer service. Juice, delivering high-speed internet.
Welcome back here to Midlothian tonight as there's 8 minutes and 34 seconds left on the clock here in the first half as Heritage is getting ready to kick it off to Greenville. Greenville has got two guys deep standing about the 15-yard line, waiting to see who the actual kicker is going to be as Heritage once again has both kickers out on the field. A little pop-over kick there as it was taken by Montana McEwen right at about the 22-yard line, and that was number 36, Jackson Godfrey on the kick, which, if I'm not mistaken, Bob, that might have been his first time to actually do a kickoff this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. But it was good to see McEwen field that one cleanly.
Yes.
Poor Montana had some real problems up in the Sulphur Springs, but he got that one nicely. Ball's going to be spotted at the 23, Bentley, so we got a long way to go.
Yeah, we do. And it looks like McEwen will still be out there here as at the running back position, which we've seen him do very well in so far this season.
Yeah, Armstrong Teeter said, spent most of that last series on defense, so he's being spelled by McEwen. Two receivers stacked to the left, one to the right. Low snap handled by Rodriguez. He's looking left, has Bankston, who steps out at the 31.
So there's a pickup of about 8, it looks like, as that'll bring up 2nd and 2 here for the Lions offense.
Due to that low snap, Rodriguez was just a little bit late with that one, so fortunately he was able to get it into Bankston before the defense covered him.
Yeah.
Davenport's been working on his snaps. He's been doing a much better job since early in the season. Good snap this time. Bankston again with a reception. He's loose on the left side, down to the 40-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call that probably right at about the 40, so that'll bring up 1st and 10 here for the Lions. Right at the 39.
So the passing game moves the chain once again for the Lions. Phoenix Rodriguez putting up some pretty good stats tonight.
Yeah, he is.
Unfortunately, we have no idea where David Claiborne is here in the press box, so we don't know whether we're going to have him at halftime or not. Once again, Rodriguez looking deep. Ball is tipped. He was looking for Colbert. The ball was tipped by a defender and very nearly intercepted.
That was a daring throw there as it was kind of into some double coverage there, and luckily they're going to get to try that one again, bring up 2nd and 10 here for the Lions.
That was a good job by the linebacker for Heritage. That's Owen Minicucci. He dropped back in the passing lane and knocked that one down. 2nd and 10, Lions. Ball at the 39-yard line. 8 minutes remaining here in the first half. Fakes the handoff, throws deep, and Colbert tries to look over his left shoulder, but he can't bring it in. Not a bad throw, but just not quite good enough.
No, it's a pretty good throw considering the fact that there was a lot of pressure on Rodriguez fairly quickly. They brought a couple extra guys on the rush there, and they were able to get through the line. And but luckily it wasn't picked off, and so we'll see it again here, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, don't be surprised if we don't see pressure again on this 3rd and long.
Oh, I'd be, yeah.
3 receivers to the right for the Lions. McEwen in motion. Phoenix looking left. Throws right, a bubble screen. Colbert has it. That looked like it had some real potential, but the blockers out front didn't get the job done.
Yeah, I got out to about the 44-yard line there, but that's going to bring up 4th and 6 here. Kind of looks like the Lions might go for it.
Well, they've probably decided it doesn't make any difference when and where you give the ball to Heritage. They're going to get a touchdown. So we're going to try on 4th and 5 to get a conversion here, very close to midfield. Ball at the 44-yard line of the Lions. They need to get to the 49 to convert. Rodriguez looks to the sidelines. Looks downfield. He's going deep. He's got Colbert. That might be interference there.
Yeah, there's several flags on the play there.
Well, the Lions finally catch a break from the officials. That was a good call. Defensive pass interference, and that's going to result in a 15-yard penalty and a first down for Greenville.
Yeah, we'll take it. I mean, quarterback there never got his head turned around. I mean, he never even looked to see if the ball was actually coming his way.
Yeah, and Rodriguez, to his credit, delivered it where it needed to be put.
Yeah. It's a good play there by the Lions, and got a little help there from the Heritage defense.
Yeah, it's not a spot foul in high school football. The spot was actually around the 30, but it's just a penalty, and that yardage moves the sticks. Brand back in, replacing Trenton Clayton at the H-back spot.
It's 1st and 10 here for the Lions from the 41-yard line, the Heritage 41-yard line.
Bankston and White is split out to the right. McEwen in the backfield. White is in motion. Rodriguez looking downfield. And he a little bit long for Brand.
That was number 10, Jackson Ware, in coverage for the Heritage Jaguars.
Yeah, maybe another situation where Rodriguez didn't like the look and just aired it out, threw it away.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's not a bad play.
No, it's definitely better than trying to wedge something in a gap where it can't go.
Once again, Bankston and Whitus are to the right. Rodriguez fakes a handoff. He has his man. Nice job of getting his feet down by Colbert over there.
Yeah, it was a great connection there from Rodriguez to Colbert. That'll be a move to change to bring up 1st and 10 here from the Heritage 29-yard line.
Nolan Graham into the game at one of the receiver spots. Bankston's going out. I'd love to know what the statistics are for Rodriguez here in the first half. He's been very efficient.
Yeah, he has been. It's been great to see.
I'm sorry, 1st and 10, just inside the 30-yard line for Greenville. Whitus does a little bit of motion. Low snap, pressure for Rodriguez. He tries to get rid of it. That's probably going to be a fumble. Boy, I mean, they looked like somebody opened the floodgates.
Yeah, they were on him quick.
Boy, that really hurts because we had something going there. That's a loss of about 20 yards.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 2nd and about 27.
2nd and forever, isn't that what they say?
Yeah, seriously.
Well, it's better than 3rd and forever.
Yeah, it is.
Boy, that was a great defensive call by the coordinator for Heritage. Rodriguez looks right. McEwen can't make a one-handed catch. Incomplete.
And so that will bring up that what we were just talking about, 3rd and forever. As the Lions are going to try to get something going here.
You know, that's just the result of having a young team.
Yeah.
Just the guys up front just couldn't handle the pressure. I mean, they bought the house.
Yeah, they did.
Pardon me. All right, 3rd and 27. Rodriguez got a big chore ahead of him. He's running to his left. He's in trouble. Looking deep. He just throws it out of bounds. It's up into the bleachers.
That one clear into the bleachers.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to throw it away, why not throw it up to somebody in the stands?
Yeah. Might as well make sure nobody's going to get their hands on it.
All right, 4th down for the Lions. 28 to go, and that's a punt situation for Phoenix Rodriguez. You wonder if they might, not in this situation, but they might later on in the season use Rodriguez in the fake punt. Boy, good pressure. He gets it away. Fair catch called for by Avila at the 20-yard line.
A great punt there by Rodriguez. As that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Jaguars from their own 20-yard line.
Like we said, next week we'll have the Mesquite Poteet Pirates. I was under the impression that it was an away game, but Bentley, you think it's going to be at home?
I believe so. It'll be our first home game of the season. Well, first home game in Greenville of the season. Technically, last week against Joshua, we were the home team, but
I thought I saw somewhere that we were going to have the first 5 weeks we were going to be away. Regardless, we'll be there with you folks at 7 o'clock next Friday night. Senior Montelego, Longo, he hands to Davis. Davis has lots of running room. He breaks loose at the 40. He hurdles Colbert at the 50-yard line, but goes out of bounds.
yeah, went out of bounds. Looked like right at about the 48 or 47-yard line. They're going to call it the 49 for Heritage.
Davis moves the chains. That's his best gain of the night.
Yeah.
Had really good blocking as he went around the left side. Once again, a four-man front. Cooper Roberts manning the right defensive end for Greenville. Montelongo takes a snap, hands to Davis. Davis has a little bit of room. There's a penalty play on the play, might be holding.
Yeah, so we'll see what that is here. And it is holding against Heritage. I'll back him up here.
Well, Heritage was able to overcome the loss that Savage produced on that last series. And let's see if they can overcome this penalty.
So bring up 1st and 20 here for Heritage.
I don't think distance bothers Montelongo any. He knows he's got some receivers that can catch the ball. He's rolling to his right, has a man wide open at the 45 and up past midfield.
Tackles made there by number 12 Ethan Brand as well as number 33 Micaiah McEwen.
Yeah, that was Parker on the reception. It seems like he's got open receivers all over the place.
Yeah. Bring up 2nd and 8 here for Heritage.
This is a team in Heritage that has gone deep in the playoffs numerous times. Last year, I think, was not one of those years. They may have gotten beaten by district, but they're a quality program. 2nd and 8, ball just inside Greenville territory. Hand off to the running back. That's not Davis this time. He's encountering, he breaks a tackle. It might be a face mask.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I believe that was number 5, DeMar Robinson on the carry there.
Did you see the call?
Against Heritage.
Yeah, they're stepping it off against Midlothian Heritage, so it was not a face mask.
I believe it was a holding call there again. So bring up 2nd and 18 for the Jaguars.
Oh, that's 2 consecutive 10-yard penalties against Midlothian. But it was a spot foul, so it results in, a 9-yard penalty?
Yeah.
2nd and 18. Longo has his running back, flared to his left, looks downfield, has his man. Ray misses a tackle, gets another chance, and brings him down at the 24-yard line.
That was number 6, Cullen Goralski on the catch for Heritage, and number 4, Aiden Ray on the tackle for the Lions.
Now we talk about the accuracy of Rodriguez. This senior quarterback for Heritage can really deliver the football.
Yes, he can.
One of the great things about having the opportunity to call high school football, you get to see some really good players.
Yeah.
And probably there's lots of them down there on the field tonight. A lot of them in red, but some pretty good ones in white as well. 1st and 10, Heritage. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line in Greenville. Handoff. And that's Davis. Davis is loose. Stiff arms and stepped out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
So a big run there by Zako Davis, and saw a lot of that last season, but haven't really seen much of it tonight. So bring up 1st and goal here for the Heritage Jaguars from the 6.
First down, running, going left is Davis again. Breaks a tackle, and then Chris Whitus upends him for a loss.
Yeah, a great tackle there by number 5, Chris Whitus.
Let's call it no gain.
Bring up 2nd and goal from the 6.
A couple of substitutes into the game for Greenville on the defensive front. Dwayne Burry, one of them. And maybe Maldonado. So 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line for Heritage. Already sporting a 21-0 lead. Hands to Davis. Davis stepping. Breaks out of Burry's tackle and gets about 2 yards.
Tackle is made there by number 15, Trenton Clayton.
It's good to see our linebackers getting in on these defensive plays. That's the 2nd or 3rd time we've called Clayton's name.
3rd and goal from the 4 for Heritage.
Senior quarterback Dax Montalongo with Zay Davis in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Throws an absolute strike on a slant pattern. And once again, it's Goralski with the touchdown. I guess you pronounce his name Kane, like K-O-E-N, Kane?
I think it's Cohen, K-O-E-N.
Okay.
That's the 2nd time that Montalongo has found Goralski tonight.
Again, that was a perfectly delivered ball. You know, they could do away with that horn, be okay with me.
Yeah, I hear you.
It just sounds like the train, you know, that our kids live over in Mansfield, and they're close enough to the train track. Of course, we saw them at the stadium in Mansfield last night. Train went by pregame, but I don't remember blowing a horn like that.
No, and you know, I was looking when we were pulling into the stadium to see if we were going to be dealing with the train tonight, and I thought we'd be inside, so I was like, oh, it won't be a big deal. Never saw the train, so I was like, we're good, but there's one here in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, a horn in the ballpark, not an actual train.
So last week we had a problem with the PA. This week it's a horn.
We'll see Heritage trot on here to kick the ball away to Greenville with a little over 2.5 minutes left in this first half. And just a reminder, folks, now in high school football, we do have the 2-minute timeout. So we'll have 37 seconds of play here, and then we'll take the timeout for the first half. We got Dunn, number 0, as well as looks like number 8, DeKebrian Williams, back deep for Greenville at the 10-yard line and 12-yard line.
It'll be Duggins this time with the kick. It's a deeper kick, taken by Dunn. He muffs it, covers it, and he gets buried. Once again, problems in the kick reception department.
Good job there by Dunn to not let Heritage get on that and try to pick up a few yards, get a couple on the play. But still, it was a little bit of a rough play there for the Lions.
Looks like the Lions are going to take a timeout here. They're going to penalty. That might be a re-kick situation here.
I think you're right.
Thank you. This is probably a infraction against Heritage. They're offsides on the kickoff. So we'll have that one over again. I bet Pierre Dunn is happy about that.
I bet he is too.
And I bet they'll kick it to him again too.
I bet they will.
They'll give him another chance. Dunn is a little guy.
He is.
He is. He's not got a whole lot of pounds on his frame. Let's see if it's Godfrey or Duggins this time. Listen, they may go back to the pop-over kick here. Now they're kicking it deep once again, and it is Dunn at the 15. He's got this one. Got some room up the middle, and he's sandwiched at about the 31-yard line.
And that was number 8, DeKebrian Williams on the reception or on the return for the Lions. Number 8 and number 0 look a little similar with the sun going down.
They didn't give Dunn a second chance that time. All right, 1st and 10 Lions. Ball will be at the 32-yard line. They've got 2:26 left on the clock. And they have any timeouts left? I don't see any
actually,
on the scoreboard.
See anything on, oh, yeah, well, Greenville has 2 and Heritage has 3.
Okay. Okay, it's hard to tell, but they've got a couple timeouts in their pocket. Well, here's Rodriguez. Claps his hands, rolls to his left, finds his man. I think that's Whitus. And Whitus puts his head down and busts through the defender and moves the sticks.
He got out all the way about to the 48 there, it looked like, for a pickup of about 14 or so.
That right there is an example of the athletic ability that Whitus has as a receiver. I mean, he caught that ball and made a move to the outside and broke back to the inside and got a lot of extra yardage.
Yeah.
Yards after the catch are big. 1st and 10 Lions. And there's a 2-minute timeout.
And we're going to take a break here and hear this word from Juice.
Introducing GEUS Residential Internet, the gateway to your connected world. Experience lightning-fast speeds for seamless streaming, gaming, and video calls. Our expert technicians ensure a hassle-free setup so you can stay online without interruptions. Connect all your devices simultaneously, whether it's for work or play, thanks to our reliable service. Find us on the web at geus.org or call us today to get started at 903-457-2800.
Public power means that your utility is community-owned and not-for-profit. It is a commitment to our community. We pride ourselves in local leadership and accountability. At Juice, our mission goes beyond delivering electricity. It's about providing low-cost yet reliable and high-quality electricity, television and internet services, and giving back to the community we live in. At Juice, public power means local leadership and a shared vision for a brighter, more connected Greenville. Together, we're lighting the way to a better future.
And we're back here in Midlothian as the Lions take the ball with 2 minutes left on the clock.
Rodriguez takes a snap, throws wide, Bankston with a nice catch, and he's bounced out of bounds at the 45-yard line of Midlothian. Sorry for stepping on you there, Bentley. You did a good job bringing that back while I had the frog in my throat.
It's all good. So, looks like they're going to spot that right at about the 45, which I believe was the right call. Bring up 2nd and 2 here for the Lions.
Once again, a good ball by Rodriguez and a nice catch. Bankston had to extend himself to get that one. 2nd and 2. See if Montana McEwen gets a handoff here. Low snap. Rodriguez fields it. Now he's in trouble. Finds McEwen. No, that's Whitus. Kind of like the safety valve receiver that time, and Whitus was hammered quickly.
Yeah, a timeout Greenville here. So while they take that timeout, we'll talk about some scores from around the district. Terrell is currently leading Corsicana in Corsicana 35-6. Ennis is leading Kaufman 14-7. So those two games going on, and Terrell's in the second quarter, and Ennis is in the first still, it looks like.
Where's the Ennis game, Kaufman game being played?
It is in Kaufman.
In Kaufman, Ennis is ahead, I'll be sure.
Yeah, so. And something else too, folks, we next week we have homecoming at Greenville. So I look forward to seeing hopefully a lot of y'all there. Otherwise, of course, we'll have our normal broadcast for you to listen to if you're unable to attend the game. But next week will be homecoming as we take on Mesquite Poteet at home in Greenville.
We're going to have, speaking of homecoming, we're going to have the homecoming celebration here at halftime. It looks like the Greenville band will get a chance to perform. They're queued up in the south end zone right now.
So we're back at play here after the timeout. Bring up 3rd and 2 for Greenville. as Whitus was tackled right at the line of scrimmage there.
It's a big conversion for the Lions to try to get some points on the board before the half.
And timeout Heritage.
So we got back-to-back timeouts here.
And we're going to take a break here. We'll be back after this word from Juice.
When Juice first brought electricity to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 130 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Competitive rates, reliable electricity, and hometown customer service. Juice, delivering reliable electric service to our hometown for more than 130 years.
Juice is proud to be the first municipally owned electric utility in Texas, dating all the way back to 1891. And we're proud to be the first city-owned cable and internet provider in Texas, too. But that's the past. What matters today is where we're going. Today's Juice is providing electricity and high-speed internet to a changing, growing, dynamic community. The future of Greenville and Hunt.
We're back here at Don Floyd. Snap is low and the pass is high. Rodriguez overshot Bankston on that one, so it's going to be 4th and 2.
And you know, with 1 minute and 4 seconds left here, I would kind of be a little surprised if we don't see Greenville go for it, as it looks like they've spotted the ball at 4th and 1. I'm not sure where that extra yard came from, but we'll take it.
The yards, the 4th down marker is right at the 45. The ball spotted at the 44, so whatever, we'll take the extra yard. 4th down, high snap. Rodriguez again under pressure. And McEwen can't get out of the protection scheme to get the screen pass. That was a good call.
Yeah.
But execution was lacking.
Yeah. So good job by Rodriguez, though, to get rid of the ball and not take a sack there and give Heritage even better field position. So they'll take over with the ball here at their own 44-yard line with 59 seconds left on the clock.
And again, that's you got 2 sophomores there. And you know, McEwen's really getting his first taste of a full game tonight offensively, and I think he probably got tied up with one of the oncoming defenders. Maybe he tried to get a quick block in and didn't get out in the pass pattern quick enough.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
All right, 1st down Heritage. Let's see if the Lion defense can keep them off the board here with 59 ticks remaining in the first half. Montalongo looks left, looking deep now, has a man wide open and forced out of bounds at the 34-yard line by Chris Whitus.
This will bring up 1st and 10 for Heritage from the 34 with 51 seconds left on the clock.
You got to guard against the deep throw, but you know, you're giving the receivers, boy, they're giving them a lot of space. You know, 8 to 10 yards. Whitus now has moved up closer to Parker. Rolling right is Montalongo. He has a man on a short pattern. And that's number 3 for Heritage.
Camden Parker on the catch for Heritage, as it was a whole crowd of Lions that took him down.
Heritage letting the clock run. They have a 4-score lead, and they're not in a big hurry to get more, but let's see what happens. Defense was not quite ready, and someone burned a timeout. Let's see who it was.
Looks like timeout Greenville, as they'll talk that over. They had one timeout left, so they said let's use it.
Yeah, you're better off calling a timeout than have your defense in scramble mode.
For sure.
So Greenville out of timeouts, not that it makes a whole lot of difference with Heritage in control of the ball. Ball's at the 31-yard line of Greenville.
19 seconds left on the clock here, as Heritage needs to move at 31 yards to make it a 5-score lead.
I just noticed something on the scoreboard. Bentley, you see on the right side, it's got first downs.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Yeah, Heritage has 16 first downs. Greenville has 6. Well, that's an interesting stat to have displayed for you.
They're rolling the stats. So it says Greenville's got 133 passing yards while Heritage has 184.
Wow.
So Greenville's been moving the ball pretty well through the air.
We may not need David Claiborne. We usually have the Herald Banner sports editor, David Claiborne, with us at halftime to give us some stats. We're back to the ball game. 2nd and 5 for Heritage. Man in motion. Montalongo looks left. Now he's in trouble. And the Lions got him, fumbled the ball.
And that was number 33, Mekhi McEwen, making something happen there and forcing the fumble.
Yeah, with 11 seconds left, Heritage takes their final timeout, or a timeout. May have one left. So they're still going to try to do something with those 11 seconds, Bentley.
Well, I have a feeling they're going to run a bunch of go routes and try to put something in the end zone here.
Yeah, there's the rushing stats posted on the big scoreboard. Heritage has rushed for 135 yards. Greenville has -6 yards rushing, and this has been a problem just about every game, with the exception of Heritage, where Jamorian Hamilton broke off a 78-yarder early in the game.
Yeah. So timeout is wrapping up, and we'll see some play here.
Have 2 receivers either side for the Jaguars. Davis and Montalongo in the backfield. 3-man defensive front for the Lions, trying to get some pressure on the quarterback. He drops back. He's got some pressure. Here's a screen pass to Davis. Got good blocking up front. And there's penalties on the play, so somebody might have grabbed some jersey.
Yeah, 3 flags thrown on the play. It looks like there'll be a block in the back. We'll see here.
Yeah, that'll be a spot foul, and they may, since they were well beyond the moving the chains, they might be a first down, and then a spot foul coming back. But with only 3 seconds left, the Greenville defense has to defend one play to try to keep this a 4-score game. Yeah, Coach Collins was saying wind the clock, but I think Heritage called their final timeout. That was a holding call on Parker, so he was involved in the downtown interference, and he's the one that grabbed a hold of somebody.
Heritage takes their 3rd and final timeout with 3 seconds left. So.
Well, that play was set up so well, though. When Davis caught that ball, he had 3 or 4 guys right in front of him. I mean, that's execution right there. That's what you get with a high-quality football program.
Yeah, for sure. So, and it looks like we see number 46, Brenton Duggins, coming on to potentially try a field goal here for the Jaguars.
Well, both these kickers have a pretty good leg, and let's see if Duggins can make it work with 3 seconds remaining. Ball be spotted at the 30. I'm sorry, Bentley, go ahead.
Be a 40-yard kick here for Duggins.
Referee runs into his position. Let's see if Whitus can get involved here. Ball is kicked up. That went over the crossbar and hit the extension.
Well, that was just proof right there that he had it in the perfect center of the uprights.
Absolutely.
So field goal as time expires. Brings our score going into halftime. Heritage Jaguars 31, Greenville Lions 0.
Yeah, that's a real plus for Heritage going into the locker room. And kind of a downer for Greenville, but give the defense some credit, although they got some help with from the offensive Heritage with the penalties.
Yeah. So we'll see the band and flashes march on for Greenville here, perform their halftime show, and then of course, like we mentioned before, Heritage's band performed before the game because during halftime they'll do their whole homecoming court and all that, and I guess crown a king and queen.
Now, you talked about homecoming at Greenville next week, and they're going to have a dance on Friday night as well?
Dance tomorrow night,
Oh,
so I guess
tomorrow
it'll be
night,
Saturday
okay.
night. They're doing it a week before. They started doing that when I was in high school,
Okay.
and I guess they decided it rolls better rather than having it right after the game when everybody's all tired and kind of ready to go home.
All right, let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with the Greenville High School Band.
Man, I don't know how y'all do this. It hurts standing up in there.
We've got an extended halftime because they got homecoming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Greenville High School is proud to present the oldest drill team in Texas, the Flaming Flashes. The Flaming Flashes are up in the field on the 2025-2026 anthem. From left to right, they are Major Addison Nicolas Castillo, Major Alexis Rios, Major Riley Matthews, Major David Side, and on center, Colonel Veronica Ibarra. Performing the Greenville High School's award-winning Line Pride Band. The Line Pride Band is in its 94th year and is under direction of Head Director Dr. Matt Olney, Assistant Director Lou Zady, and Percussion Director John Grant. Color guard instruction by A.J. Font.
At Juice, we're proud of our competitive electric rates. And if you want to save even more, think about changing your thermostat by 4 degrees on some of the hottest or coldest days of the year. We call it 4 degrees of savings, and it's one way you can save money so you can have more nights out, more ice cream cones, and more fun with your family. Juice, hometown service, world-class reliability.
Ever wondered why your GUS bill seems to fluctuate unpredictably? Are you left scratching your head, pondering?
Why are these bills so high? Are they really reading these meters, or are we just guessing?
Why the highs and lows, especially when Texas weather goes from scorching to chilly? Well, here's the deal. Texas weather swings like a pendulum, impacting your energy costs. Picture this, your thermostat at 75 degrees in May, when it's hitting an average of 88 degrees. And in June, soaring to 93 degrees. That thermostat works overtime, gobbling up power. But tweaking it just 4 degrees can make a real dent in your bill. Winter months? Adjusting it down 4 degrees saves you a bundle. And going further by 4 degrees when you're out? Even more savings. In summer, employing strategies like running fans, shutting blinds, and sealing windows can offer extra help. Meanwhile, during winter, bundling up with an extra layer can boost your comfort without cranking up the heat. Tonight, as you root for your team, snuggle under a blanket, flick on a fan, or adjust the thermostat for savings. Juice reads those meters every month. Using advanced tech for accurate billing, your trust matters. Juice, your community-owned utility provider. Need details? Visit geus.org or call us at 903-457-2800.
Manny's job is making sure Greenville's power stays on. After hours, he is there to help our local team keep their 3-point lead. Juice, powering the community for more than 130 years.
Public power is more than just a service in Greenville, Texas. It's a commitment to our community. Juice is the first municipally owned public power utility in Texas, serving Greenville for over 130 years and nationally recognized for providing reliable public power to the citizens of Greenville. Public power means that your utility is community-owned and not for-profit. We pride ourselves in local leadership and accountability. Members of the Juice Board of Trustees are local citizens just like you. At Juice, our mission goes beyond delivering electricity. It's about providing low-cost, yet reliable and high-quality electricity, television, and internet services. It's about providing world-class service and giving back to the community we live in. At Juice, public power means local leadership and a shared vision for a brighter, more connected Greenville. Together, we're lighting the way to a better future.
When Juice first brought electricity to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 130 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Competitive rates, reliable electricity, and hometown customer service. Juice, delivering reliable electric service to our hometown for more than 130 years.
Introducing GEUS Residential Internet, the gateway to your connected world. Experience lightning-fast speeds for seamless streaming, gaming, and video calls. Our expert technicians ensure a hassle-free setup so you can stay online without interruptions. Connect all your devices simultaneously, whether it's for work or play, thanks to our reliable service. Find us on the web at geus.org or call us today to get started at 903-457-2800.
I own an electric company.
I own a power plant.
I own an internet provider.
Because I'm the owner, real people answer my calls.
Since I'm the owner, I can walk right in and talk to people face to face.
As an owner, a technician comes to my house to make sure my internet problem is fixed right.
At Juice, we treat you like you own the place because you do. Juice, true local ownership. Juice trims trees all year long because we want first-rate electric reliability. And you know what that makes? Mulch. Lots of mulch. Mountains of mulch. And if you know someone who needs mulch, just come to 502 Wesley Street to pick it up. You'll have to load it yourself, but you can take as much as you want for free. Because it's just one more way Juice is delivering hometown service and world-class reliability.
Hometown internet service and support that fits your budget. Juice has you covered. Choose from 3 amazing packages. Need basic browsing? Try Juice 50. Streaming and gaming more your style? Juice 320 delivers. For the ultimate experience, try Juice 500 and keep the whole family connected. Whether you're streaming your favorite shows or competing online, Juice Internet keeps you connected. Visit geus.org or call 903-457-2800 to find the perfect plan for you today.
Juice is proud to be the first municipally owned electric utility in Texas, dating all the way back to 1891. And we're proud to be the first city-owned cable and internet provider in Texas, too. But that's the past. What matters today is where we're going. Today's Juice is providing electricity and high-speed internet to a changing, growing, dynamic community. The future of Greenville and Hunt County matters to us because we live here too. We're your friends and neighbors, the folks you see at the grocery store and at church, who just happen to work for a public power and internet provider. And we're proud of it. We take care of the people who walk in the door because they're not strangers, or shareholders, or customers. They're our owners. Juice is owned and governed by the citizens we serve. We're overseen by a completely local board, made up of regular citizens who make decisions that benefit our community first and foremost, not necessarily distant investors or Wall Street. And our mission isn't just a feel-good idea about serving our neighbors. We also aim to be world-class at everything we do. That's why we've been nationally recognized for how reliable our electric service is, and it's why we're known for excellent customer service and competitive rates. We believe in being locally run and in being the best. Juice, hometown service, world-class reliability.
Serving the people of Greenville is what we do. At Juice, community involvement, volunteering, giving back through sponsorships, and providing hometown service with world-class reliability are just a few of our priorities. Being a locally owned public power utility means we are your family, friends, and neighbors. Community involvement and giving is easy when you are serving your hometown. Nationally recognized reliability and service, owned by those we serve for over 130 years.
When Juice first brought high-speed internet to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 20 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Fast speed, reliability, and hometown customer service. Juice, delivering high-speed internet to our hometown for more than 20 years.
Public power means that your utility is community-owned and not for profit. It is a commitment to our community. We pride ourselves in local leadership and accountability. At Juice, our mission goes beyond delivering electricity. It's about providing low-cost yet reliable and high-quality electricity, television and internet services, and giving back to the community we live in. At Juice, public power means local leadership and a shared vision for a brighter, more connected Greenville. Together, we're lighting the way to a better future.
At Juice, we're proud of our competitive electric rates. And if you want to save even more, think about changing your thermostat by 4 degrees on some of the hottest or coldest days of the year. We call it 4 degrees of savings, and it's one way you can save money so you can have more nights out, more ice cream cones, and more fun with your family. Juice, hometown service, world-class reliability.
Ever wondered why your GUS bill seems to fluctuate unpredictably? Are you left scratching your head, pondering?
Why are these bills so high? Are they really reading these meters, or are we just guessing?
Why the highs and lows, especially when Texas weather goes from scorching to chilly? Well, here's the deal. Texas weather swings like a pendulum, impacting your energy costs. Picture this, your thermostat at 75 degrees in May, when it's hitting an average of 88 degrees. And in June, soaring to 93 degrees. That thermostat works overtime, gobbling up power. But tweaking it just 4 degrees can make a real dent in your bill. Winter months? Adjusting it down 4 degrees saves you a bundle. And going further by 4 degrees when you're out? Even more savings. In summer, employing strategies like running fans, shutting blinds, and sealing windows can offer extra help. Meanwhile, during winter, bundling up with an extra layer can boost your comfort without cranking up the heat. Tonight, as you root for your team, snuggle under a blanket, flick on a fan, or just the thermostat for savings. Juice reads those meters every month. Using advanced tech for accurate billing, your trust matters. Juice, your community-owned utility provider. Need details? Visit geus.org or call us at 903-457-2800.
Manny's job is making sure Greenville's power stays on. After hours, he is there to help our local team keep their 3-point lead. Juice, powering the community for more than 130 years.
Bob Moody and Bentley Love back here at Don Floyd Field in Midlothian, where the homecoming celebration has just taken place and the Queen has been crowned. We don't know any of these folks, of course, but got some beautiful ladies down there. Seems like they don't have homecoming kings anymore, just queens.
I think they just named their king. It looks like they did. Not sure who it was. Of course, we don't know any of these guys except for some of the football players. But it was not a football player unless he made a quick change at halftime.
He looks like me, maybe a basketball player.
Maybe.
Anyway, in talking about the first half, Bentley, Phoenix Rodriguez did a pretty decent job with his passing under some significant pressure numerous times.
Yeah, he did. He had several really good passes, a few that were off target, but for the most part, he had a bunch that were really well placed and did really well. And looking at the Lions kind of offense as a whole, he had to throw the ball a lot because they ran it a few times in the first couple drives, but outside of that, they didn't run the ball hardly at all in the first half. And I think that has a lot. I know that has a lot to do with how the running game was going right there at the beginning.
Yeah, 133 yards positive passing for Rodriguez, and last time I looked, we were -6 in rushing. So
yeah,
the number there's the number, -6 yards rushing for Greenville. It's pretty tough to generate an offense when you got such imbalance.
Yeah, well, that defensive line for Heritage is just so big, and it's so big, so powerful. I mean, like we talked about a little bit, they're picked to win this district, and they're picked to go deep in the playoffs. So they're a fantastic team, really across the board.
Yep. Yeah, they could do it at every position. They have several quality receivers. Obviously, Davis is a quality running back. So in the skill positions, they're strong. And the reason you're strong is because you got guys up front that can control the line of scrimmage, and they're definitely doing that.
Yeah, and I mean, you control the line of scrimmage, you win the game.
You know, you talk about the size of those guys down there, and we don't have any idea how big they are, but the Greenville kids have lots of size as well. I mean, you look at Davenport in the middle. Davenport is, like 6'3" and weighs 270 pounds or something like that. And then, you got Young weighing in at 280, and Nick Davenport coming in that 290 range. And Sixtos, of course, is 6'5", and around 270. So
lots of big guys on the lines too. And I mean, he's not playing tonight, but you got Valentine too, who's 6'1", 265. I mean, they've got some serious size there.
Yeah, and those two guys, Sixtos and Valentine, when Randy Jackson was here, he told me that both of those guys were D1 prospects. Sixtos, unfortunately, missed the last 2 seasons completely, and Valentine, his home life, frankly, is a challenge.
Yeah.
He's got some responsibilities for younger siblings, and a lot of the kids from Greenville don't have the perfect home life. Let's talk about it. I mean, let's admit it.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations it's part of the Greenville culture, and it makes it difficult in the athletic program. And Coach Collins is trying to build a program here, and he's trying to do it from down in the middle school where Kevin Holland is a coach. And Holland made the point here to us that these kids are playing their butts off. It's just the talent level is significantly different.
And that goes all the way back to, I mean, even you can make the argument Pee-wee football. I mean, it's just you got to start at a certain level, and you've got to just build on that and just continue to play with the same players. And over time, you'll get better.
Yeah. Well, we're about ready for the second half kickoff. So once again, Bob Muty and Bentley Love and Archer O'Neill is on the free score system, keeping you folks up to speed on the down and distance. I thank Bentley and Archer for taking good care of me. Here's the kickoff. Lions are offsides. I don't see a flag. It's a pop-over kick. The receiver is still loose. He's got some room. Chris Whitus tackles him at the 40-yard line, or he might have gone to the downs.
Yeah, did a great job by Whitus there to stop him and keep him from gaining any more ground, because if he beat Whitus, he was definitely going to go all the way.
And that's another example of the thin roster that Greenville has, and you got to have one of your best players playing on a kickoff team.
And Whitus is probably the best receiver. Him and
Bankston.
Excuse me, Bankston are neck and neck for best receiver, and Whitus is playing in all 3 phases of the game.
Yep. So here he is at the outside cornerback spot. First and down, Heritage. Davis takes the handoff. He's going wide left. He's got the first down and more.
And it looks like they're going to maybe say stepped out of bounds right at about the 41, maybe 42-yard line before he was forced out, 46, before he was forced out by Brand.
We weren't able to get David Claiborne to help us out with statistics. I gave David a call, and he might be under the weather because he never misses a game. All right, first down for Heritage at the Greenville 46-yard line, as Bentley said. Montelongo has Davis, hands to Davis, and Davis this time encounters some white-shirted Lions and is brought down after a short pickup.
Yeah, got down all the way about to look like the 42 maybe. We're going to say the 42, so it'll be a pickup of 4 there and bring up 2nd and 6 here for Heritage.
We've got Mackay McEwen, LeGarren Sarich, and Cash Garcia, along with Cooper Roberts, manning a four-man front with the Greenville defense, backed by Brand, Trenton Clayton, and Cam Clayton, who has moved up almost into a linebacker spot. He's got a wide receiver one-on-one. 2nd and 6, hand off to Davis. Davis is going to move the sticks one more time.
There's tackle made there by number 12, Ethan Brand, as he did a good job of wrapping him up there. And, Davis, when he gets moving, he's a bit of a freight train moving through the middle there, and so drug Brand with him for a split second, but Brand was able to get him down.
Yeah, he hits a hole pretty quick. First down, Heritage. Looks like the ball's going to be at the 31 of Greenville. Thanks to Bentley for providing a little light on the subject here. We're outside, an outside booth, and we don't have any lighting to speak of. Here's a handoff once again to Davis, and Brand has him for a loss. Roberts was there to help, but Brand brought him down.
Brand making plays all over the field. We saw him make several tackles in the first half. Several good, have some good blocks there at H-back, and just doing all kinds of things to impact the game. As that'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Jaguars.
It's good to see him being aggressive.
Yeah.
2-yard loss to Davis. You know, Coach Collins was talking about this young sophomore Cooper Roberts, who was in on that play. He said he has a lot of hopes for, high hopes for him going forward. 2nd and 12. Hand off once again to Davis, as Heritage apparently has decided to keep on the ground.
I guess so. Looked like a pickup of maybe 1 or 2. They're going to call it a loss of 1, excuse me. Bring up 3rd and 13 here.
I wonder if that's a way of Coach Eric Edwards kind of keeping the score down.
Maybe.
Let those big dogs eat up front.
Yeah.
They do look like they have pretty good size. I'm looking at the left tackle down there. He looks like he stands about 6'6" or 6'7". Not real heavy, but he's a long drink of water. 3rd, and we'll call it 14. Longo in trouble. He's in. Now he's going to throw the ball, and he might have gotten a catch there. That's a great catch.
Devin Stroud was in cover there and was able to make the tackle, but unfortunately they were still able to get in the catch. So bring up a fresh set of downs for Heritage here. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line.
That was Danny Brown with a really good sliding reception. Here goes Davis around the left side. He's got some white shirts. Looks like maybe...
There's a couple lines. Devin Stroud, number 6, as well as number 7, Cameron Clayton, in on the tackle.
So with the exception of that conversion with that 3rd down pass, Coach Edwards has kept and completely on the ground in this series.
Yeah,
that also runs the clock, so get us out of here earlier.
Yeah. Imagine we'll see lots of runs here in the second half. Probably only passes if it's 3rd and really long.
All right, 1st and goal at the 7.5-yard line for Heritage. Hands to Davis. He's stepping around defenders. Breaks a tackle at the 1 and is into the end zone for the score.
Made contact with several lines on the play, but unfortunately none of them were able to take him down. Zako Davis gets in the end zone for his first touchdown of the game.
That's a great football name, Zako Davis.
Yeah, sounds like a name you'd hear on Fox on Sunday.
It could be. He could very well play at the next level. He looks like he's got that kind of talent. All right, here comes the conversion attempt. And as you could tell from the railroad horn, it was good.
It was, bringing the score Heritage 38, Greenville 0. And we're going to take a break here. We'll be back after this word from Juice.
Manny's job is making sure Greenville's power stays on. After hours, he is there to help our local team keep their 3-point lead. Juice, powering the community for more than 130 years.
When Juice first brought electricity to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 130 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. competitive rates, reliable electricity, and hometown customer service. Juice, delivering reliable electric service to our hometown for more than 130 years.
Juice is
Welcome back here to Don Floyd Field as Greenville is preparing to receive their first kick of the second half with a couple ticks over 8 minutes left on the clock here. Two guys back deep for Greenville. It's Dunn and Williams.
Well, which kicker are we going to get this time, Bentley? Looks like it's going to be Godfrey. He's going to pop over kick. It's taken at about the 32-yard line by Braden Colbert.
And so that's where Greenville gets started here as we see our first look at the Phoenix Rodriguez-led offense in the second half.
Yeah, I'm guessing Rodriguez probably had somewhere around 10 receptions or 10 completions for 133.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there. Maybe a few more, maybe 12 or so. Several good passes, several short passes, several really long ones too.
I'd like to see him go back to that screen pass again and with a little bit better execution.
Yeah, I agree.
That might have gone a long way if McEwen had gotten out of the mix there.
Yeah, if they can get some better pass coverage, that might take it all the way.
Okay, Montana McEwen, sophomore running back, in with a sophomore quarterback, Phoenix Rodriguez, in the backfield. High snap, looking right, and he throws it behind Bankston on that one. One of his first earned passes of the night, really.
Yeah, it was a quick throw, and Bankston just hadn't quite gotten around and wasn't quite ready for it yet. So bring up 2nd and 10 here, as the Lions are going to try it again.
Whitus and Colbert are going to be on the near side. Bankston is by himself on the far side of the field, standing about 5 yards inside on the 30-yard line. Takes his position. Rodriguez takes a snap, hands to McEwen, and McEwen has some running room. He has about 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, it looked like a pickup of maybe 4.
They've softened up the defense.
They have. Bring up 3rd and 6 here for the Lions.
Really would like to see a conversion here and see the Lions offense stay on the field.
Conversion would be huge here.
Give the kids a little bit of a boost because they're working hard out there. Rodriguez looks downfield. He's going to go deep. And the catch is made.
He's got...
Wow,
he's got
great
Mason.
defense.
What a catch there. And we saw a catch a little bit similar to that week 1 against Frisco Heritage at the Star, where he kind of reached around the defender to make that catch.
Damian Bankston's a big guy. He stands about 6'3", and he went up and got that one. So that's a first down conversion for the Lions. Here comes McEwen on the handoff. McEwen sneaks through the hole and gets some pretty good yardage.
Yeah, good spin there to get through that hole. Bring up, looks like 2nd and 7 here.
Yeah, Nolan Graham into the game. Well, now back out of the game as a wide receiver. He's going to spot Bankston, but Bankston's back in the position as a wide receiver to the right. Again, Colbert and Whitus split to the left. They're stacked here. Let's see if he goes that way. He looks right. Going for Bankston deep again. And Bankston dives for the catch, but just can't come up with it.
Yeah, great effort there by Bankston. The coverage was really good on that throw, and it was just a few inches out of his grasp. But great try nonetheless.
Bankston, I think, may have had a step on the defender, but he's going to take a blow right now, having run about 50 yards down the field.
Yeah, we'll see number 2, Nolan Graham, come in to replace him.
3rd and 7 for the Lions in Midlothian territory at their 33-yard line. 2 receivers left. Trenton Clayton out there now. Rodriguez looking for a receiver. He's in trouble. Looks like we've got a penalty. That might be a hold.
I think you might be right.
We've got Julian Maldonado in the offensive lineup right now. I don't know who grabbed the jersey, but that's going to set the Lions back, unless it's declined. Rodriguez threw that one away again. You would have thought that they'd have declined the penalty.
Yeah.
But they're gonna send Greenville back even further.
I guess maybe they're thinking they can stop them again here and set up a better field position.
Yep. Rather than give them fourth and something. So we'll call it 3rd and 18. Rodriguez rolls to his right, has good protection this time, and he overshoots his man. It's intercepted. Looks like he was looking for Nolan Graham there.
Yeah, it was just a little high.
A little too tall.
That interception was made by number 10, Jackson Ware, junior defensive back and wide receiver for Heritage. Called his name earlier than tonight on offense, I believe.
Yeah.
And now we're calling his name on defense.
Yep. Well, that ends up being a great call by the head coach to decline or not decline that penalty. So the first interception for Rodriguez tonight sets up Heritage at their own 36-yard line. 6:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Lions trail by 38. Here's a handoff. Looks like there's something on the field down there. I don't know whether it's a penalty flag or not.
I think it's somebody's armband. Tackle was made by number 40, Jorge Aguilera, and number 70, Ligarian Savage.
It looks like we got number 5, DeMar Robinson, in the backfield again for Heritage, giving Davis a blow. In fact, it looks like they've replaced the quarterback as well.
Yeah, it looks like number 16, Braden Newman, a junior quarterback in there, taking snaps.
So Newman takes over the helm, hands off to Robinson, and boy, Dwayne Berry and Ligarian Savage just put the quietus on that one.
Yeah, they were ready for him, and Savage just drove him into the ground there. Bring up 3rd and 11 here.
Well, that's the way you play defensive line right there.
Yeah.
Got something going on with the Heritage band down here on the near sideline.
Yeah.
3rd down and 11 for the Jaguars. Newman takes a snap, looks right, finally throws it, and number 31, the receiver, cannot handle it.
Yeah, that pass was intended for number 31, Jackson Bruton, a junior wide receiver and defensive back.
So that'll bring up the first punting situation for Heritage.
Number 0, Pierre Dunn, back to receive for Greenville, standing at the Greenville 31-yard line, 30-yard line now.
Didn't get the number on the punter, but let's see how well he does. Gets a really good snap. Good pressure by the Lions, a good high kick, and Dunn's going to let it bounce. He's going to roll a little bit. He needs to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Wow, that ball could very well have bounced off his leg.
That was, yeah.
Well, sometimes, discretion is a better part of valor with trying to field a punt like that.
Yeah, I agree.
With 4 or 5 red shirts around you and you're trying to catch the ball, that's a little intimidating.
Yeah. Well, and you saw some of the Heritage guys bumping into him, I guess, maybe trying not to make him bump into that ball there, and then there would be somebody else to jump on it real quick.
Well, I think when they watch the film tomorrow or whenever, Coach Collins will have a word for Dunn. He said, "You're not going to catch it. Just get the heck out of the way."
Yeah. Can't be risking things like that happening.
Hey, Rodriguez and McEwen in the backfield once again for the Lions. In motion goes Dunn. Hand off to McEwen. Looked like he had something working. James Hamilton had a pretty good block working, but the guy worked off the block and got to McEwen after a nice gain.
I'm noticing something. I haven't found him on the sideline yet, but I'm not sure we have seen Armstrong Peters in this game in the second half on offense or defense.
Oh, that's not a good sign. 2nd down and 5. Rodriguez finds his man. It's Bravion Colbert, and he's going to have enough for the first down.
Yeah, it looked like a pickup of maybe about 9 there. That'll bring up first down and then some.
This band activity down here and all these cheerleaders, that's kind of disrespectful to the Greenville team, in my estimation. There's no need for them to be playing like this.
Yeah.
Just about that time, I guess they had enough. First down, Lions. Rodriguez back, looking downfield. He's going long. He's got Colbert, and he can't bring it in. Looked like it was in Colbert's reach.
Yeah, it just looked like it went right off the ends of his fingertips, and it's one you'd really like to have.
Yeah.
Colbert trotting off the field, going to take a breather here.
Well, we not only have a battle of the football teams, now we got a battle of the bands.
Yeah, and Greenville's got a good one, that's for sure.
Yep. All right, it's finally quiet. We can concentrate on football now. 2nd down and 10 for the Lions at their 25-yard line. Bob Muty and Bentley Love on the call. Rodriguez on the bubble screen, nothing doing there.
And that was number 9, Maddox Eldafi, on the tackle again for Heritage.
It's like the Keebury and Williams on the catch, or Whitus maybe?
I believe it was Whitus.
Yeah. Just nothing doing there. That results in a loss of a yard. Just really good defense, though.
Yeah, great defense. They got there quick and kept Greenville from being able to do anything. Bringing up 3rd and 11 for the Lions.
Yeah, 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Midlothian 38. The Lions have yet to score. Play clock down to 6. Rodriguez has McEwen behind him. Now it's down to 1. He just gets it off. And he has overthrown Whitus.
Pass was intended for Whitus, but just out of his reach. And that'll bring up 4th and long and a punting situation for the Lions.
Well, Rodriguez has been busy not only throwing the ball, he's been busy kicking it as well.
Yeah.
One of those things that, you can play your guts out and you're still down 38 points.
Yeah.
Rodriguez standing in his own 20, gets a high snap, just barely gets it away. Going to be a short kick, but credit to Rodriguez as the ball rolls out of the 35-yard line, just getting that one off.
Yeah. Took a big Greenville bounce, though, so that was a big help as Heritage will be starting this drive right at about their 35.
There's so much good to see in this passing game for Greenville with Rodriguez and receivers like Whitus and Colbert and Bankston. I mean, those guys are pretty darn good.
Yeah, they are. I mean, when they connect, they make good things happen. It's just you got to have a little more time to be able to get the passes out there and make something happen.
Yeah. Got to make the connection. Okay, back for Heritage now. 1st down at the 35-yard line. Low snap. Hands off to Robinson. He breaks a tackle in the backfield. Savage brings him down at about the 40-yard line.
And Savage has been a big part of this defense to get this second half started here, as he's made several tackles so far. Brings up 2nd and 6 here for Heritage.
Well, Darren is a 6'1", 290-pound defensive lineman.
It's a big man.
He sure is. They've been really treated to some great breakfasts on Friday mornings of the game day, and thanks to One Church and the Assembly of God Church for hosting the kids. There's a handoff to Robinson again. He's got it around the left side. He's up the midfield, and that's where he's brought down.
Tackle made there by number 12, Ethan Brand.
Paul Brand's name a lot tonight on defense.
Well, that's the thing about him. When he's out there, he's making a difference. There's a flag down on the field right at about the 45-yard line on the visitor's side.
This might be going against Heritage. But I think you're right about ZAT. I do not see him on the field. And he would normally be playing defense, particularly since McEwen's been handling all the snaps at the running back.
So it's holding call on Heritage. So we'll take that as that backs him back up to a 2nd and 10 here.
Let's see number 11. All right, we're going to see if we can get an idea of where ZAT is on the far sideline. Once again, Newman at the quarterback spot for Heritage. He hands off to Robinson. He spins out of a tackle. And Dwayne Burry brings him down. But he picks up 5 yards, so pretty good on 1st down.
Yeah. Bring up 3rd and 5 here for Heritage. 3rd and 6, excuse me. They're going to call him down at the 39. Well,
thanks for picking me up on the down there. All right, so let's see if the Lions can force another punting situation here. Braden Newman at quarterback, replacing Dax Montalongo. Looks like he's built like Montalongo. He gets good protection. He's throwing deep. And there's a penalty.
It looks like it's probably going to be pass interference on Greenville, particularly against number 7, Cameron Clayton.
Yeah, I think Clayton was beaten. He just grabbed a hold of the receiver. Might have been a good thing because he might have scored, might have gone all the way on that one.
Yeah.
Well, that penalty would result in a first down for Heritage. So Newman is a junior quarterback, so he'll be probably at the controls next year for Heritage. Whether or not we're going to be in the same district with Heritage next year remains to be seen.
Yeah. Well, this is some good experience for him to get in and get some, like I said, some experience at this level.
Yeah, I imagine in the district play they're going to have their way with a lot of the other district teams, so he may see a lot of action.
Yeah.
Here's the walk-off against the Lions. Resulting in that first down, the ball's going to be spotted at the 49 of Heritage. 33 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Lions trail 38-0. Robinson moves to the right of Newman. Takes the handoff. No, Braden Newman keeps it. He's coming to his right, and Cameron Clayton's got a bead on him. And Clayton drives him out of bounds with Whitus' help after a gain of about 7 yards.
Bring up 2nd and 3 here for Heritage as the clock continues to run. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter here. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back after this word from Juice.
Juice trims trees all year long because we want first-rate electric reliability. And you know what that makes? Mulch. Lots of mulch. Mountains of mulch. And if you know someone who needs mulch, just come to 502 Wesley Street to pick it up. You'll have to load it yourself, but you can take as much as you want for free. Because it's just one more way Juice is delivering hometown service and world-class reliability. When Juice first brought electricity to Greenville, the world looked like this.
Spur of action here in Midlothian, Texas. Looking at a score of Heritage Jaguars 38, Greenville Lions 0, as Greenville looks to try to stop the Heritage offense here and hopefully get something going.
And that's Bentley Love on that microphone doing a great job here with our broadcast. Okay, 2nd and 3 for Heritage. Inside Greenville territory once again. Hands off to Robinson. Robinson bounces off the tackle. He's loose, and there's a flag. Might be a pre-snap penalty here.
Yeah, I blew the play dead there, so I think it probably will be.
We'll see if it goes against Heritage. It is a walk-off against the Jaguars. We're just into the fourth quarter, folks. 6 seconds in. And once again, it's a lopsided score, and Greenville's on the wrong side of this one.
We'll bring up 2nd and 8 here for the Jaguars from the Greenville 49-yard line.
Newman's going to take the snap. Hands off to Robinson. Robinson's got room, breaks a tackle from Clayton, and he's going to move the sticks. So he gets the line to gain.
First and 10 Heritage at their Greenville 40.
You know, this is pretty much a kind of a senior-laden team.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Lions, who have several sophomores and juniors in their starting lineup.
Yeah, exactly. These teams are in two different situations.
Yeah, no question about it. Man in motion from Newman. 1st and 10. Low snap. Hand off to Robinson. He's got some room. There's another penalty on the flag on the field as Robinson goes for about 18 yards.
A tackle there made by Devin Stroud. See what this penalty is and see. Looks like false holding, on Heritage. So we'll take that.
I suspect that Coach Edwards has got his second unit pretty much in there in its entirety. And that's a class move in my estimation, because we've seen situations where coaches will just run up the score. Last year, for instance, You know, the Jaguars put up like 77 on us.
Yeah, I agree.
And that was a game I think you called in my stead. I don't think I did. I was there for that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. First, and we'll call it 20 for the Jaguars, right at midfield. Newman takes a snap, hands to Robinson. Again, Robinson is breaking tackles, and he finally really goes down hard. Pretty good tackle at a time by, is that Aguilera?
It was, number 40, Jorge Aguilera on the tackle. So a pickup of about 8, bring up 2nd and 12.
I think, once again, Aguilera may be getting some time because Teeters is not on the field.
Yeah. Well, we're looking, Archer said he never was able to find a number 11 on the sidelines. There's a couple guys sitting on the bench that have pants on but no jersey, so one of those could be Teeters.
All right, 2nd and 12 for the Jaguars. Newman rolling to his right. Has a man real short, just dumps it to him, and down the sideline goes the receiver for a first down.
There's a flag down there in the Greenville secondary, probably holding on the defense. Looked to be right at about the 27-yard line.
All of a sudden, we're kind of getting a bunch of flags. We'll see if that's inexperience on the Jaguar side.
Face mask.
Yeah, that's a 15-yarder with a personal foul face mask penalty. So, of course, that'll be half the distance now since they're inside the 25-yard line. I didn't get the correction. Did you get that?
I think he's correct. It to be number 4 on white. So that goes against Aiden Ray, excuse me.
And it's going to move the ball down. It's like they're going to spot it. Chain gang is trying to do their thing. Should be at about the 13 or 14-yard line.
It looks like they've called it at the 13, 1st and 10. So they can get a first down without getting into the end zone, but they don't have a ton of room to work with there.
Looking right is Newman. He finds his man on a crossing pattern.
And you may be hearing the horn go off, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it was Luke McCain getting into the end zone. Looks like a sideline warning. Blindside block.
Blindside block.
All right, so that touchdown comes off the board. And all of a sudden, the Jaguars are kind of being plagued by penalties.
That's definitely been the tale of the second half here.
9:32 remaining here in this one. What's the temperature down there in the field now, Bentley?
Let me look. We were looking at 87 degrees, 91 degrees feel like at kickoff, and that is dipped down to 78, feels like 82. So it's cooled off quite a bit.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of breeze here in our location. 1st and 20. Handoff, this time to number 30, coming out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. That's Avery Alexander. Another senior. He looks like a little guy. He's getting a chance to get some time on the field. And that's a great situation.
So short pickup there. Bring up 2nd and 18 still here.
8:44 and the clock ticking away. Greenville faithful, they came out pretty good tonight. This is a big stadium, so it looks like there's not many people, but they're kind of spread out. Thank you, fans, for coming, and thank you, fans, for listening. Here's a run by Alexander, and he gets it down to the 15-yard line before he's brought down by a host of Lions, and there's a penalty.
Big tackle there made by number 6, Devin Stroud, as well as number 88, Cooper Roberts. And penalty on the play afterwards. I think it might be an unsportsmanlike on Roberts.
This flag might go against the Lions. Wait and see. Yeah, it's a half the distance penalty on the personal foul. Well, that'll create, is that not an automatic first down, I guess?
I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, they're
there
showing
it
first
is.
and goal. So that's an unfortunate penalty. Not only the yardage, but the automatic first down.
First and goal from the 7 for Heritage.
Braden Newman at the controls with Avery Alexander in the backfield with him. Low snap, hands to Alexander. And Trenton Clayton gets a hold of him after a short pickup.
Yeah, so good tackle there by number 15, the older brother of the Clayton brothers. Bring up first and goal here from the 9, so loss of 2 there. Second and goal, excuse me.
Yeah, Heritage in no big hurry. You know, they're taking their time with the play clock, running it down pretty low. Here's the snap. He's looking right. Now he's under pressure, and the Lions got him for a sack. Aguilera in there, and is that Maldonado?
Coronado, originally tripped up by number 72, Sergio Coronado. And then some help from number 40, Aguilera.
Got Coronado and Maldonado and
Aldonados.
and old Bob just got them confused. Coronado with a good play. All right, so the sack results in a big loss for Midlothian. They got third and goal. Ball spotted now at almost the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they're spotting it at the 17, so third and goal from the 17, and that makes something happen here for Heritage if they're trying to get in the end zone.
See if the Lions bring pressure. Obvious passing situation. Play clock was down to 1. Newman on the scramble, and he's down inside the 10 before he's forced out of bounds by Cam Clayton.
Now, it looked like he was forced out right at about the 8. So bring up fourth and goal from the 8. And, they kicked one earlier from the 30, so they kicked a 40-yard field goal earlier. I kind of think we might see them attempt one here, as this will be a lot closer.
I don't see the special teams coming onto the field. Let's see if there might have been another penalty.
So a holding call against the offense, backs them up 10 yards, brings up third and goal from the 27.
It's amazing what a difference it makes when there's a different, you have that reserve line down there. They're just not as effective.
So we're looking at a timeout here from Heritage, and we're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be back after this word from Juice.
When Juice first brought high-speed internet to Greenville, the world looked like this. Today, more than 20 years later, the world looks like this. Some things change over time, and some things stay the same. Fast speed, reliability, and hometown customer service. Juice, delivering high-speed internet to our hometown for more than 20 years.
Welcome back here to Don Floyd Field as we're looking at a 3rd and 27 for Heritage. Takes the snap, he's looking for his receiver, he's under a lot of pressure there. Rolls out, he decides to make something happen with his legs but runs into his blocker as he's forced out of bounds right at about the 22-23.
It was a good job by Aiden Ray to play off a blocker and get Newman out of bounds after a gain of, looks like about 8 or 10 yards. So looks like here comes the field goal team.
Yeah, looking at 4th and goal from the 23-yard line, so they're going to bring the kicker on to attempt it.
Yeah, it's going to be Duggins, Brent Duggins. I think he was successful with the first one, about the same distance maybe a little bit longer this time. This is going to be a 40-yarder.
Looks to be right at about the same, so I think they bring Duggins on when they need it kicked far.
Good snap and a good hold. The kick is up. Looks like it's off to the left.
No good. And I'm not sure if he made contact, but Whitus got a lot closer on that one. He might have barely tipped it, but if not, it was still his pressure probably that made a difference there.
And, you know, here we got a game 38-0, and Chris Whitus is busting his you-know-what, trying to block a field goal.
That's one of the good things. That's one of the things that's really good about Whitus is he busts his tail every play, no matter the score, no matter the situation. He's always out there giving his all.
And I think we can say that about a lot of these Greenville Lions.
Oh, for sure.
Because the Lions are going to start, looks like the Kieran Williams might be in the offensive backfield as the running back here, if I've identified him properly. Makes a handoff. Rodriguez throws to the right. He has Colbert for a completion. Out of bounds. Close to the line to gain.
It looks like he might have got it. Might have been a yard short. They're going to go ahead and give it to him. So bring up 1st and 10 for the Lions here from their own 33-yard line.
That is the 9th first down for Greenville tonight. Heritage has racked up 26 first downs. 182 yards passing for Rodriguez. So this time, not much doing.
Handoff to Williams, and he was tackled in the backfield for a loss. It looks like they're going to say 1.
This is Williams' first opportunity at the running back spot. Now he goes out, and McEwen comes back into the game. Williams is another sophomore, so you know, there's quite a bit of activity out by the 10th graders. Rodriguez looks right. He has his man. Once again, Colbert does a great job tapping his toes.
Yeah.
Make that reception complete.
Good catch there. Pick up a 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
No, that's an excellent reception. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, to catch a ball like that, I mean, he was fully extended and still got his feet down with that toe tap. 3rd and 4. Rodriguez drops the ball. Just slipped out of his hands.
Well, and that was I think maybe a miscommunication there on the play call. Is looked like McEwen went in to take the ball, and Rodriguez pulled it out at the last second. And so maybe McEwen thought it was a run play, and Rodriguez decided to keep it run pass option, something like that. But regardless, the ball got knocked loose, and it was a fumble recovered by number 56, Jackson Caron, excuse me.
Well, that's a tough break for the Lions. They were getting something going a little bit on offense. We have 4:13 remaining in this ball game. Lion defense, once again, has spent a lot of time on the field. As far as we know, Braden Newman is still at the controls, a junior quarterback, with Robinson as his backup running back. And that time, Burry gets a hold of Robinson before he can get going.
Yeah, good tackle there by, like you said, number 57, DeJuan Berry, and he had some help there from number 33, Mekhi McEwen.
Lions back in a 3-man defensive front, with pretty much missing ZAT on the defensive linebacker lineup. So we got some new numbers in there playing linebacker for the Lions. Hand off to Robinson. Somebody's got a hold of him. It might be Burry again.
It was number 57, DeJuan Berry, making a big play there. You know, I don't think we're probably going to see Armstrong Teeters again this game. So hopefully whatever's keeping him out is nothing too serious, just a precautionary thing, and we'll see him next week, hopefully, for homecoming against Poteet.
You know, old Burry comes in at 6'3", 262, so, you know, the Lions have some size. They just need to, I'm not sure what they need.
They need some more experience.
And they need some more players. First, 3rd down for Newman. He finds Robinson. Robinson, oh my goodness. What a hit by Williams, and Robinson did a complete flip.
Yeah, great tackle there by number 6, Devin Stroud, and feeling his presence after missing him last week, which is great to see.
Robinson's coming off. That one kind of shook him up just a little.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That would shake just about anybody up, I would think.
Brings up 4th down and just a little over a yard at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, field goal attempt here from 4th and 1.
And once again, about the same distance as what we've seen. Ball's going to be spotted at the 29.
Made the first one, missed the second one. To be determined on this one.
They may go ahead and call a timeout. Yeah, he's going to wait for the clock to run down and takes a timeout to make sure the special team. And he may change his mind. I mean, he may go for it on 4th and short.
Hey, Matt, clock ran down to 2:01, so that means when we come back, they'll kick this field goal, and then we'll have our 2-minute timeout.
They'll attempt the field goal.
They'll attempt the field goal. Excuse me, that's what I meant.
I know what you meant.
And you know what? He's out there. He's been getting closer every time all night long. So maybe we'll see him get a full hand on one tonight.
Well, you know, what was it, Aiden Lewis blocked a field goal in the Corso County game and got the Lions their only victory of the season last year.
Yeah.
Judging from the score that you said earlier with Terrell and Corsicana, we may have a barn burner when we play the Lions. I think they're the Lions.
I think you might be right. We're
anyway, there's Dawkins lining up. Good snap. Almost blocked. That looks like a good kick that time. And it is good, as you can tell from the train horn.
So that brings us to a score of Heritage Jaguars 41, Greenville Lions 0. And here in just a second, if my phone will load, I'll have some scores for y'all from around the district.
Well, I'll tell you what, in addition to having some quality skill position players, Heritage has got a pretty good kicking game.
Yeah, they really do. Well, it helps having the 2 kickers.
So we'll try to get you some scores. As you can tell, the kick was good and the horn went off. That is a loud horn, I'm telling you.
It is.
It's tough to make the call as to what's happening because of that horn. All right, so while Bentley tries to get some scores, trying to get his phone to load up, next week we'll be at home at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium for the first time this season. And it'll kind of be nice to be home, Bentley.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, it'll be nice not to be driving an hour and a half for the game, I got to say.
Well, that's true. We've been doing some driving. I've been fortunate enough to be able to spend time with my family in Mansfield these last 2 weeks. Mansfield, close to R.L. Anderson Stadium, of course, last week, and about a 30-minute drive down here to Midlothian. Well, we got Duggins and Duggins and Godfrey both getting ready to kick. Let's see whether it's 36 or 46. This time it's Godfrey. And Montana McEwen calls for a fair catch. And it looks like he might have tweaked his, he's got a cramp probably. He's hopping off a field on one leg. I think he's got a cramp in his calf.
Yeah, they'll maybe give him some pickle juice, maybe a banana, something like that on the sidelines. And
tell you what, he hops pretty good.
Yeah, he does. Help massage that cramp out, and I'm sure we'll see him again.
So we'll probably see Kebrian Williams back in at the running back spot for this series. We only have 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining in this one. James Hamilton has been playing the right tackle tonight in place of Mario Valentine, and we see Julian Maldonado in there at the left guard spot. Handoff this time, and that was Williams. Not much going.
Yeah, it looked like he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage there. Bring up 2nd and 10 here with the clock running.
You know what would have been interesting to see was Edward Llewellyn, had he been healthy tonight. I think, I don't know, just from the little bit we've seen him, I think he's got some moxie.
Yeah, I think he does too.
Hopefully next week. There's a handoff this time to Williams. It's like the Lions have decided just to run the clock out here to get as much as they can.
We'll bring up 3rd and 5 here for the Lions.
I love the logo in the middle of the field here, Bentley.
Yeah.
It's a big M in blue outlined in white, and that's some kind of like a shooting star.
Yeah, it might be probably something kind of like a city logo or something since multiple teams share this. But both teams have blue in their colors, so it works perfect.
All right, 3rd down and 5 for the Lions. I have a feeling Rodriguez is going to throw this one. Now he hands it off to Williams. Williams gets some good yardage. He's going to move the sticks there.
A pickup of about 6, it looked like. So I'll bring up fresh set of downs here with be about 34 seconds left on the clock as the clock starts rolling again.
And the Lions go into positive yardage, double figures in rushing, plus 10 first downs. Lion offense has been effective tonight. They just haven't been able to finish off the drives. 1st and 10 Lions. Handoff once again. Williams busts outside. And nice tackle that time by the defense. About a 3-yard pickup, and we're down to 2 seconds and counting, so that's going to do it for this one. The Lions, defeated by Midlothian Heritage Jaguars, 42-0. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back to wrap this one up. I got it. All right, Bob Muty and Bentley Love back here at Don Floyd Field in Midlothian after another difficult night for the Lions, but let's give credit where credit is due. This offense tonight did a pretty decent job. They managed to get 10 first downs. They got 188 yards passing and only 19 yards rushing, but you know, there toward the end, the Keebrey and Williams showed us a little bit of a skill.
Yeah, showed us some promise there at the end, and I think it's important when we have a game like this to take a second and look at the positives, because the team the Lions played tonight is definitely the best team in our district, and they're one of the best teams in 5A football.
Yeah, they really are.
And I mean, they could go 3 or 4 rounds deep in the playoffs this year. I mean, Midlothian Heritage has a fantastic program here, and Greenville has a program that has a lot of positives for the future. They're extremely young. They've got lots of good players, and they just need time to grow into this team.
Yeah, let's hope the injuries tonight haven't been long term. I mean, we talked about Jamorian Hamilton, who is clearly one of the team leaders, being out tonight with a knee injury, possibly now for the whole season. Now we've got ZAT out, and we don't know what his status is, but I mean, they're two of your best players, your best running backs, your best linebackers, and we could be without them for the entire rest of the season.
Yeah, well, and looking at Hamilton, he's a senior, and Teeters is a junior, so both those guys are older, and I mean that adds into the youngness of this team. You lose those guys, you lose two veteran leaders on this team,
right?
And that's not what you want to happen. Same thing with losing Valentine, and I don't have exactly what age he is.
He's a senior.
He's a senior too. I thought, yeah. So he's a veteran too. Now, hopefully he'll be back, but when you've got a team as young as this, you need that veteran presence in the locker room. I know that's something you hear a lot about in college or pros, but it's
Sure.
true at the high school level too.
Oh, goodness gracious, yeah. I mean, Valentine's a 3-year starter. And to have him and maybe Fluellen back next week, and if Teeters is okay, you know, that's going to bolster the offense and the defense.
Yeah.
Because Valentine plays both ways as well.
Well, and if Teeters is back and Fluellen is back, that will really help that running back core, because that might let Teeters, yes, run the ball some, but focus a little bit more on playing defense if you've got Fluellen and McEwen as well as Williams, who can all run the ball some as well.
Yeah. I think I'll make an attempt to get a hold of Coach Collins sometime tomorrow and get a status report on Zayden Armstrong Teeters, because he's clearly one of the leaders of this team as just a junior.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is I have not spotted him for sure. I see a guy on the sidelines from a distance that might be him. No jersey on, still got his pants on, and he's walking, looks to be walking fine. He's holding his arm. Again, this is all speculation. I don't know for sure if this is Armstrong Teeters or not.
Yeah, he's walking with Jamorian Hamilton.
Yeah, I see a coach carrying pads for number 11, so he's definitely still over there. Doesn't have his pads on though.
Okay, so it's not a lower body injury. It looks like some kind of maybe a shoulder.
Yeah, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Maybe he just got banged up real bad or something like that, and they'll ice it, stretch it out, and maybe it'll be good for next week. But again, like I said, that's all speculation. We don't know anything as of right now, and we probably won't know anything for sure until next week.
Well, we appreciate you folks tuning into this broadcast, and we want you to know that despite the lopsided scores in these first 4 games, this team has not quit. They put out the effort, and they're doing their best down there, folks. And so let's stay with us as we head to our first home game next week with a Poteet team that I don't know whether we can say they're beatable, but they may be.
Yeah, they put up 33 points on, I believe it was Crandall last week, but they got beat 56-33. So we don't know the tail of that game. That could have been Crandall could have put up 56 in the first half and put in all second stringers in the second. We don't know. So we'll wait and see. Next week is homecoming, so we hope to see all y'all in the stadium. But if you're not able to make it, we definitely appreciate y'all tuning into our broadcast. And so
tried to get some scores from around the district, but you know, I guess the Wi-Fi up here is not being completely cooperative. But we'll Tiffany, give us about a 30-second break, and we'll be back and see if we can update you with some district scores. We'll be right back.
Public power means that your utility is community-owned and not for profit. It is a commitment to our community. We pride ourselves in local leadership and accountability. At Juice, our mission goes beyond delivering electricity. It's about providing low-cost yet reliable and high-quality electricity, television and internet services, and giving back to the community we live in. At Juice, public power means local leadership and a shared vision for a brighter, more connected Greenville. Together, we're like...
All right, Bob Muty and Bentley Love back here, and I think we got the phone working, so here's some scores, Bentley.
Yeah, so the most updated scores I have say second quarter, but that could just not be the quarter updated. Terrell was beating Corsicana 42-12, as well as Ennis was beating Kaufman 21-14.
Okay.
So definitely Oh, and some scores too for you if you're not necessarily just worrying about our district. I've also got the Lone Oak score. They were down in the second quarter to Tioga, 20-0, which is kind of interesting. Lone Oak started the year off 3-0, and Tioga started the year off 0-2. But again, I don't know who they played.
Preseason schedules are different with lots of teams.
Exactly. And then we've got Wolf City down to Collinsville, 21-14, and Caddo Mills down to Brownsboro, 14-7.
Yeah, that Wolf City team's a quality team with one of the state's leading rushers, H.2 Davis. So we'll see if they were able to come back. But once again, from Don Floyd Field in Midlothian, the final score, Midlothian Heritage Jaguars 41, Greenville Lions 0. For Tiffany Lynn, Archer O'Donnell, and Bentley Love, I'm Bob Muty saying good night, everybody, and God bless you.
This video has been brought to you by Juice. Juice is your community-owned provider for electric, internet, cable TV, and true local programming.